Hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy VII. So we've just completed the 64th floor and I didn't actually mess around with the gym equipment, but you can do that if you want to, although you don't get anything from it apart from the satisfaction of using it really. So we did collect some loot from the locker and we saw a megaphone which we cannot yet take, although we will be back for it later. And now on the 65th floor you can basically see that there is a giant map of Midgar in the centre of the room, and I have left that chest that we walked past for a reason. The reason being that the chests in this area are actually part of a puzzle, and the puzzle basically is you have to complete the map of Midgar by looting the items from the chests. As you can see, they're scattered all over the place. The puzzle comes in with the fact that you can only loot them. You can only take one at a time, and if you take the wrong one then you have to go and get the right one. So they are in the right order. This is the first chest, I think. Yeah, it is. So we'll go and take this over to the city. And now we can go and collect the second part. In fact, I tell a lie, it said something opened up then. What that means is you can only open one chest at a time because all the others are locked. But now the second chest, which is this one, is accessible to us. And same thing again, we do go and hand this over to the model. There are supposed to be random enemy encounters here if I remember. So you might need to end up battling a few creatures. And now the third chest is in the room where the first chest was. And it's pretty much a rinse and repeat. What this is actually about, I have no idea. I mean, why are there parts of the Midgar map scattered around? And why were they only open one at a time? I mean, it's obviously a game mechanic, just to add a little extra puzzle, but lore-wise, it doesn't seem to make much sense at all. And I do remember these. I can't remember if you can steal anything from them or not though. So I'm not going to try for now. We'll just kill them and get some experience. Right, we need to get Cloud back to the front rank. So that's the problem with using the Xbox controller. The analog pads are really sensitive in this game. Remember when Final Fantasy VII was released on the PlayStation, there were no analog pads. Right then, just do a basic attack. I think that should finish him off. Oh yeah, nice crit. And looks like we're getting a level up. I haven't done as much grinding in this game as I normally would have at this point. So, did we get a piece or was we going back for a piece? I can't remember, you know. There we go. And there's 2 more chests we need to collect. Chest number, that's the last one just there, so chest number 5 is up the top over here. We'll grab that. The enemy encounters are quite sparse here, but you do have to be ready for them. It's not really a good place to grind though, since, as you can see, we've only actually fought one group. And the final one. And that should just about, I think, do it for us. Yeah, losing it a bit. We've got the key card anyway. That was out the last chest. So there's 5 parts to the city that you need to complete, and then you can just loot the key card, which we just looted out the last chest. I wasn't actually paying attention though, which is why I tried to insert it into the city. Not a good idea. But now we can go up to the 66th floor. And this is a little bit of a story area now. What we're looking for, this lady would kindly cluck off, is the bathroom area, which is here. And in one of these, I believe, or somewhere around here, there we go, we can enter the vents. You can flush the toilet if you want. You don't want to be standing in poo, so might be a nice idea. And the controls are a little awkward here, if I remember. You end up going backwards if you don't want to. Yep, just like that. Ugh. Let's try that again. It's more like it. Yeah, Palmer's quite annoying. He does have a small role to play in the game, so you do get to meet him a few times, unfortunately. And it's the one and only Hojo. He's basically your mad scientist type character, as is typical in this sort of game. But he is quite a major minor character, if that makes sense. Oh, lovely. Anyway, we've got a little bit of story there, which is essential to continue the game. And now, yeah, once again you need to make sure you go the correct way. That's it. You have to actually click forwards in order to go backwards. And now we want to go to the next floor, which I'm pretty sure we automatically have access to. We just need to follow Hojo, but we don't want to get caught. Ah, that makes sense. We have access because he uses his key card. And he forgets to lock the door behind him. What a muppet. And basically, this is floor 67, and we want to follow Hojo around the place. If you're quick enough, then you can actually make him jump jump between locations, which is interesting. There he is. And oh, what is that thing? Try and act surprised. Even though I've played this game 1,000 times. I'm confused. Let's see if it just put her hand right through the glass. That's certainly what it looks like. So as you can tell, this Hojo fellow pretty much likes to do weird experiments, if you haven't already guessed. Yeah, you can always count on Barrett to get things moving, really. If you go... Ah! That reminds me. There is a new weapon you can steal around here, I think. What is this thing? A warning board. Yeah, it's nothing special. He hasn't got anything that we can swipe. But I'm going to kill him anyway, because hopefully we will encounter something of which we can swipe. No, stop sensing. I've got the bloody curse on memory, haven't I? Some of the enemies in this game are just plain weird. I mean, what is this thing, really? There we go. Not too challenging at all, and not much experience for our trouble either. Right, the reason I'm coming around here is, I believe, yes, there is an item and a save point. Ah, poison materia. Should we give that to somebody? Give it to Cloud. Or give it to Tifa. In fact, I'm going to take her restore materia and lightning materia. In fact, all her materia off, since shortly she will be leaving the party temporarily. Let's give Barrett the cure and give this stuff to Cloud. Yeah, it lowers his hit points, but we do level them up a little bit as well, the materias. Time to save the game. At least it wasn't bugged today. And now we can ride the elevator or the lift up to the second level. And we're still looking for the enemy I was hoping to find, but we haven't yet found. By the way, you can also encounter the moth slashers, which you might remember we stole the carbon bangle from earlier, if you wanted to steal a couple more. Oh, it's Ares. Bit of a risky experiment if you ask me, seeing as how Ares is supposed to be the key to all this ancient stuff and Promised Land and whatever. Introducing a so-called rabid orange dog into the mix probably wouldn't be the best idea. What a fool. Yeah, step out's probably a good idea. The dog taught. Only in a Final Fantasy game. Right, so basically now we have to keep Ares safe and get rid of either Tifa or Barrett to do so. As I have taken all the material off Tifa, we'll send her away, since Barrett, I think at this particular moment, is a little stronger. And we do have a boss coming up. So this is Red 13, I'm just going to keep the default name. And we have a boss fight against the sample H0512 and sample H0512-OPT. Yeah, that is a mouthful. And you can take out the little things if you want to, but they pretty much do in fact heal up. Now, as you can see, as well, this boss uses poison. If you manage to get the elemental materia earlier, you can equip one of your characters with the elemental poison materia in your armour, and that subsidises a lot of the damage that you will be otherwise taking. There's nothing to steal off this boss, so don't even bother. And it has 1,000 hit points. And the little dudes have 300. In fact, one of the good reasons for getting rid of Tifa is that you can't really do much damage to this guy with a melee weapon. So, yeah, Barrett's ideal. We're going to use him to cast Cure though. And we've got another all materia with Red 13, which is useful. And I really need to stop using Cloud's weapon attack because it's hardly doing any damage to the boss. We need to get him on the magics. Barrett, as I mentioned, is okay since he has a gun. Cloud sucks. We are getting him down, slowly but surely. Hopefully some limit breaks would have been useful here, but we haven't really built them up, have we? I don't think you can poison this guy. You'll probably miss quite a bit before you did anyway. Oh, there we go, he's dead. So yeah, the general tactic is to ignore the little ads. And we're going to talisman for our trouble. Now, you can just see behind Cloud there's a materia we can go and collect. That's actually an extremely important materia, so do not go without picking it up. I'm pretty much happy to keep the group as we've got it set up now. So we have the enemy skill materia. We can't do anything with it yet, but later what it will do is allow us to learn certain skills that enemies have, and there are some really useful ones to pick up. Now we need to collect the key card to the next level, which is basically up here. Grab those 2 potions. We can't actually move yet until he's buggered off. And we need to go back to floor 66 in order to use the lift to floor 68. So these are the guys you can steal the carbon bangles from if you so wish. I'm just going to see if we can find one of the other guys that I want to steal something off. I'm just trying to think what it's called. It's a soldier anyway, a Shinra soldier, and you can steal a new weapon for Cloud. It's called the Hard Edge. Let's finish this guy off. I could do with stealing another carbon bangle, but I shan't put you through the pain of doing so, since it takes a bloody long while in order to actually pick one up. Let's go to magic. About it, there we go. Throw a couple of cures around. And hopefully, somewhere around here, we shall encounter not one of these. And I've got to be honest, I have no idea how on this controller to use the run command. It also turns you around if you start in the wrong formation, which is actually quite annoying. Right, then let's try again. Even if we don't get them, it's good XP really. And if you do get the chance, or you don't mind grinding, I would recommend that you get a couple of levels here if you can. You definitely ideally want your characters to have around the 600 HP mark by this point in the game. Ah, this is the one we want. So what I'm going to do is kill one, since they do some nasty status effects which would just make it annoying when they're both doing it. And if this doesn't kill them, I am going to use Cloud's Limit Break. And it did, so I'm not going to use Cloud's Limit Break now. Instead we'll go to defend. And we'll start stealing. That's okay, you just keep casting Sleep on Red 13. We're not using him at the moment. And we've got another Limit Break built up. Oh no, don't cast that just yet. Oh, this controller's so sensitive, it's just frustrating. Let's throw a potion on Barrett, since he's stealing, we don't want to be fretting about using Cure. Ah! Anyway, you do take less damage while you're under defence, so apart from the person you have who is stealing, your other character shouldn't really be taking too much in the way of damage. And if you remember the little tip I gave you last time, I'll just repeat it. If it says it couldn't steal anything, then it means there's definitely something on the monster you're fighting to steal. If it doesn't have anything to steal, and a lot of monsters don't, then it will just say nothing to steal. So don't think that just because it's saying it over and over and over, and there's the hard edge we wanted, that there is actually nothing for us to collect. And we get an achievement for that. I wonder how many limits we'll get to use before it dies. 1. That's okay though, 260 damage, that's pretty nice. I'm going to go back to the save point now. And equip Cloud right here with his new hard edge. So it's goodbye Buster Sword. And look at the damage increase on that, isn't that just beautiful? We'll give him the enemy skill, since there's nothing else to give him anyway. But like I said, we can't really use it yet. And with that, I think we'll leave it there for today. What I'm going to do after this video is do a little bit of levelling, not much, just a little, which will hopefully prepare us for some of the battles to come. So I'm level 15 now. If I can get Cloud to level 16, then that would be a nice little boost. Anyway, until next time, where hopefully we will finish the Shinra building and move on to bigger and better things. I've been Fuzzfinger, thank you very much for watching this episode of my Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.